I didn't care about any of the characters. This is a common criticism that I've seen about Rogue One, even in a few comments on the review I did at its release. While it seems like many people agree with this sentiment, I actually thought exactly the opposite. For the first time in Star Wars history, I not only cared about the main cast, but I also cared about the background characters, even nameless extras. Why the change? I think this has a whole lot to do with the way that Rogue One frames the rebellion's struggle. These are desperate people who have laid down their lives for the cause of defeating the Empire. For me growing up, Star Wars was just a world where it was just a given that there were good guys and bad guys. But that's no longer the case. The only reason there are good guys at all in this universe is that the individuals who joined the rebellion willingly and with incredible courage forfeited their lives for the greater good. Rogue One, like never before, highlights the fact that these people are volunteers who truly believe in what they're fighting for. Not just these people, but these people too. And these people. Everybody. The entire rebellion is people who risk their lives every day by mere association with this movement. I honestly never really felt anything for the rebellion's sacrifices in the original trilogy. I always just felt like sacrifices had to be made so that the heroes could win the day in the end. But actually feeling for the individual who was just killed fighting for what he believed in, it never clicked. That is, until Rogue One. Here, even when a character barely has any screen time, I feel it. One of my favorite characters in Rogue One is the Master Switch guy. You know who I'm talking about.
I'm going!
The very fact that he's there on Scarif gives his actions and his death major significance. His heroism and sacrifice are so much more powerful because we know that the context of the battle means that everyone came here because they wanted to. Earlier, something similar happens with another nameless soldier. Bodhi is pinned down trying to connect his comm line and makes a run for it. A rebel soldier, this guy from before, spots him and immediately stands up to provide cover fire. No hesitation, just raw belief in the mission. He's immediately gunned down, but presumably buys time for Bodhi to make it to the ship. I get the same feeling with General Merrick and Melshi and the crew of the Lightmaker. Even during this amazingly epic sequence, I'm immediately thinking about the fate of the crew. It's important to me to know what became of them because they actually mean something to me. They're not just random expendable good guys doing something awesome. They're incredibly brave people going above and beyond the call of duty. And of course, this carries over to A New Hope too. These guys are the very same ones that just fled a terrifying maelstrom of death and are now staring down that death once again. They're not just random good guys to fight the random bad guys. They're heroes, every last one of them. And Rogue One brought out their struggle in a new way that's more meaningful than it ever was before. What do you think about the way that Rogue One handled the struggle of the rebellion and the sacrifices made by its members? Did you care about these characters as much as I did? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. As always, thanks for watching, liking, commenting, and sharing this video with your friends, and I'll see you next time.